It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, family. Come on in here. Come on, get in them comments, man. I'll give y'all a shout out. Roz Queen Afia, Roz Lakeisha Coleman. Listen, I got a really dope build, man. I need all of my doers, my critical thinkers here for this conversation, because this is a dope one. Yeah, it's a poly couple, polythrouple, whatever you want to call it, Stephanie. It's going to be a huge diabolical argument, all right? And I just want to break it down, okay? It's a really good listen, I promise you. And the things I have to say for you guys, I think you'll really enjoy it. I have some great insight for this couple too, and for other people as well. Obviously, this is a poly couple, but what I say, guys, is universal. I promise you it works in any relationship. Getting along with people always requires the same tools, okay? Sikona, what's up? Terry Dow, peace to you. And Stephanie Wagner, peace to you as well. All right, so listen, guys. I'm going to let this roll for about maybe 3 to 4 more minutes, and we're going to get right into it, family. All right? I'm going to start doing daily or weekly lives on these different type of topics, and I'll just keep on going up until I build back up that base. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting back to work, family. This is going to be a really dope one, though. I put up the video of me reacting to it, so if you saw that, still stick around, because I'm going to give you guys the spiritual side of this, okay? So I'm going to do this thing from here on out where instead of pointing out people's flaws as far as, I mean, I will point out the mistakes they're making, but I'm going to do something that it's going to be very unique, and that's talk about the spiritual side of things, right? If you guys are in the manifestation, if you believe that we vibrate, people of like mind or whatever to us, everything happens similar for a reason. I'm going to bring a lot of that to life, okay? Yes, ma'am, talks with P-Mo. Yeah, it's going to be good. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Yeah. Hit that like button, everybody. I don't know what a poly couple is. Sorry. It is a couple that is multiple individuals. So this is going to be a man and his 2 ladies. And it's going to be very cringy. He's very rude. He's very rude the way he talks to the women in his life. But we're not really focusing on anything like that as far as judgment. I try to, cover things in a different way. You'll see what I mean. It'll be easy to pick apart all of those little nuanced things. But always remember, if you know your value, you won't let somebody treat you that way. So often whenever you're saying, look at how she's treating him, look at how he's treating her, on the flip side of that treatment is someone who's willing to receive it. And that's often what happens. I always say 99% of what happens to you is what you allow. Okay? So stand up for yourself. Make sure you don't allow people to run over you. And that, because I feel like that is sin. That is sin when you allow someone to run over you, to treat you any kind of way in a relationship. Don't see your value, whatever. That's sin to you, because it creates a hell for you to live in. Anything that is sin or counterproductive to your purpose, who you are, is going to create a hell for you inside. So it is sin to allow yourself to be mistreated, family. Okay? Somebody's going to be in your life. They should be willing to treat you the right way. Do you understand? All right, so no further ado. We're going to run through this video one time, okay? If you didn't get here on time, that's on you, okay? We're going to run through this video one time, and then we're going to break it down, okay?
Already know that you're in a polygamy relationship. Congratulations. polygamy relationship.
They already know that you're in a polygamy relationship. Congratulations. All these bitches out here want to be with you. Cool.
So listen.
And I don't care who wants to be with me. I don't want to be with them. I want to be with you. Obviously, I'm not leaving, am I?
So can you stop screaming? Because you just got loud out of nowhere. I'm breaking this down to you. You got with a man who told you from day one, I like other females. I'm going to be with other bitches. You are not the only one. I got my baby mom back at the house. I got to talk to her and see if she's even going to be willing to accept you. She was willing to accept you and give you a chance. And then now when other females hit me up, you're not even trying to give them a chance. And then I've already done moved females around to different places because you haven't liked them. You cannot get in a polygamous relationship and my main girlfriend be okay with it and you not be okay with what I'm doing when I told you the truth from the beginning. And you're telling me, why should I have another girlfriend when I should only have one? And you're not even one. I've been with Angela for 8 years. Now I'm trying to make it work out with you, but it seems like you don't understand what polygamy is, what I'm into. I like fucking other bitches. My main girlfriend lets me fuck other bitches. I take them to go get STD tested. The only person I didn't take to go get STD tested was you. And you see where that got me. So now everybody, I don't care who you are, what you look like, nothing. Everybody's going to the fucking clinic, nigga. But outside of that, you have to accept it or you have to move on. You have to pack up your stuff and go on. There's somebody out there that's for you that only wants you and you only want them. But if you're looking for a guy that only is just going to be all in a bubble in a box, that ain't me. I fuck hoes. If I see a hoe later today, I'm a fucker. God willing, like I got condoms and all of that shit and all. Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm not gonna stop being me. My life is way too good to stop it at you. It's just not gonna happen. Now you either gonna be with me or you're not gonna be with me. So what is your decision?
I want to be with you.
There it is. So you already know what I do. Stop getting angry. Stop getting upset. I'm not looking for them. They're texting me. Listen, pause it. Pause. I'm not looking for these bitches. They text me all day, every day. I don't pull up and go fuck these bitches. I'll be at home with you, kicking it. Me and my females, taking care of my children. You think any of these females, well, it doesn't matter what you're getting ready to say. I eventually will have another bitch in the house. That's what I do. I haven't stopped since you got here. I still fuck other bitches while you're here. Stop catching an attitude about it. Either accept it or kick rocks. And not in a disrespectful way. Just get your stuff, pack it up, go home. We can be friends if you want to continue a friendship. But don't try to make me out to be the bad guy at the end of the day when I'm not. If I told you every single thing about my life day one, it wasn't day 2 or day 3. I told you, hey, I like other girls. I'm gonna be fucking other bitches. I believe in poly. I got a baby mom at home. She got to accept what you got, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to talk in circles. So this is the last time I'm asking you, are you staying in this relationship or are you leaving?
I'm staying, bro. But can I say what I was going to say?
No, because it ain't going to add up to nothing. What is it that you could possibly say?
Nothing, because I'm just
what is it?
My time.
Bro, if you're trying to get me to be with just you and Angela, that's not happening. It's over with. So what is it?
You really personally, deep down inside, think she really wants you to be with more than one person?
Yes, because I don't care.
I don't understand what female likes their men to be with other females.
A female that likes females?
Females that like females.
I didn't say I didn't like females. I just said I wasn't that type of person to eat a girl's coochie.
No, you've expressed it. Hold on, Montana, because you've expressed it multiple times. You do not like females.
Girl.
And the thing is
girl, wait, stop. Because you're not even making any sense.
No,
we're breaking up.
No.
Oh, all right then. There you go. I'm still fucking other hoes. And it's not stop asking me questions. Stop asking me questions. You don't
even ask me if I want to eat somebody's coochie.
I did ask you if you wanted to eat. So you want me to ask you more?
You don't ever
Do you want me to ask you more? Yes or no?
Bruh.
And I did ask you. That's how you ended up eting Angela's. I said, this is your decision.
What, twice?
What, you want me to ask you to eat her coochie more? I will.
Bro, if I'm in a poly with you and you,
I don't need you eating their coochie all the time.
Okay,
but you're not.
You don't have to have all
Look,
these other
bro.
girls
What
doing
happens
it.
is you turn girls off when you act like this and you have an attitude and you get angry. You turn the other bitches off. They don't want their coochies ate, and I do ask them all the time. I don't come to you and say, "Hey, Angela said no today. Angela said no today." You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to have sex with you. That's why I don't fuck you all like that. That's why I go fuck other bitches.
Everybody has an attitude.
Not all day, every day. Yes, because you be spazzing. Yes.
Well,
go.
Why my dumbass mom?
No.
Yes, the fuck it
listen,
is.
Go find somebody else.
No, I want to be
chill.
with you, bruh.
Chill. If you want to be with me, just know I'm fucking other hoes.
I already know you do. And I said you do it, but not around me because I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Don't do it around me, motherfucker. I swear to fucking God.
Then ain't no swear to God. I'll send you home and...
No, you won't. Because I was around more than all these fucking dumbass bitches that you bring.
Bro,
actually, no, they was there
first. Everybody was here before you.
I don't care.
Years.
Congratulations.
All right, so stop making up shit in your own head. I tell you that all the time. You go in your head and you make up. Listen, fuck, you're not getting a baby. Not acting like this. Everybody around you is more mature than you. You think I'm gonna fuck you, get you pregnant, and you ain't ready? You have anger issues. If you could have a normal conversation without yelling, there'd be a baby in you tomorrow. But you can't. So no baby. Period.
I already
that I'm in a polygamy relationship.
All right, family. Y'all heard it. He's very disrespectful in the way he talks. All of that, I get it. Eric, I don't think it's a skit. It seems to be a real poly couple. I've kind of looked over them too. They seem to be a real poly couple, unless they are doing it all as like some type of internet thing. But no, it seems to be legit. But see, every poly couple is different. It's going to be based on different principles and all of that. And so I want to bring this to you just to talk about the conversation they're having about their dynamic. As much as it may make you guys uncomfortable with their dynamic, relationships are about the people in them. I always say this. So if that's something that you wouldn't be into, if the way he talks and things like that, if that's somebody who you wouldn't be with, kind of set that to the side. And actually, let's see the heart of the matter of this conversation. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull up my reaction video. And I got a lot more to say than the reaction video. I'm going to be, the reaction video is kind of just going through the nuance of it. But what I have for you is a real treat. All right. I'm going to be breaking it down from a spiritual standpoint as well. Let's see here. Hang on one second. Let me get this video ready. So, guys, I'm going to read over some of your comments first, and then we're going to get started, okay? And, of course, I'm reacting to it. So it's going to be playing. I'm going to be pausing it, and I'm going to even be pausing it in real time to giving you my thoughts as well, okay? I think Lacey had broke down polygamy right here. She says, attention, polygamy is the umbrella name consisting of subcategories: polygyny, one man, multiple wives; polyandry, one wife, multiple husbands; polyamory, non-committal four of poly. Now, I think this is going to be more falling under polyamory, okay, guys? As this is going to be more so non-committal, and you'll be able to hear that sound as this goes on, okay? Lacey, help me. I can't breathe. Right, he's saying it too much. He going in. Wowzers, right? Big fat no, I get it. I don't like the way he said it, but at least he's honest. He is honest, and that's what you guys got to understand first and foremost. Angela just said, "Oh my God, I know, right?" When I first saw it, I said, "Man, I got to cover this." It is, but men be lying. Said this union practices polyamory. Absolutely, you already ahead of me. Open form of poly, partner switch, and not married. Way more fluid. Absolutely. It is, but men be lying, and then you find out later, even with a nice guy. A lot of times that's true. Sometimes that's true. But Lacey, the total disrespect, absolutely. Oh, she sound like somebody. I hear you, Big Cheese. This type of poly, most people think they mean what they say. When yeah, absolutely. People often think that we're kind of like this, right? Yeah. No judgment, but oh boy. Right. What up with you, Big Cheese? Let's see, this girl got a haircut. I think you're talking about the passenger over there. I think so. Take a look when it plays it. Unfortunately, vetting is still important. Absolutely. And that's the key. This is where they fail. That's where that problem is. That's where the problem lies overall. It's not vetting. You're moving too quickly. Living in your flesh, moving in your flesh. Also, women find sexually falls. Also, women fluid sexually falls under polyamory as well. Absolutely. He's too disrespectful. How did I even get here? Erica says, hey, I don't know how you tripped and fell over here now. It don't matter, just laugh. Said, this is the times now. That's why I'm alone. Till my boyfriend passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. I'm sorry to hear that, love. I have Muslim family members and they have multiple wives. Right. See, I'm telling you guys, it can be respectful too. Trust me. I couldn't do it like that. Ain't no way. Absolutely. All right, guys. So we're going to get into it. All right.
Relationship.
They already know that you're in a polygamy relationship. Congratulations. All these bitches out here want to be with you. Cool.
So listen.
And I don't care who wants to be with me. I don't want to be with them. I want to be with you. Obviously, I'm not leaving, am I?
So can you stop screaming? Because you just got loud out of nowhere.
All right. So clearly she doesn't like being polygamous, right? You can gather that right off the top. But she wants to be with him. So you can see she's operating from the attitude or the emotion of resentment, right? She wants to be with him, but she doesn't like actually what this looks like. However, she's agreed to it. She's still kind of protesting it because he said he was polygamous. And she really kind of like, so what? Everybody gets it. Okay, other girls want you, so what? Right? It's kind of like, we get it. Like, she really is not in support of this thing. Before I get started, relationships are about the people in them. A lot of people have been asking me about poly. How do you know who's the right partners and things of that nature, right? I always talk about a man should have a plan, okay? And you should meet that woman that suits that plan because you already have a plan. Meet the embodiment of your daughter's or son's mother, not just somebody you like and try to make that, right? Have a plan, you'll know exactly what you're wanting, right? And you'll know it when you see it because you have a plan, okay? Everybody doesn't work the same way. This video is really crazy. We're going to listen to them talk. And I'm going to be pausing it, of course. And I'm just going to be sharing some of my ideas as they talk. Okay, let's get to it.
Breaking this down to you. You got with a man who told you from day one, I like other females. I'm going to be with other bitches. You are not the only one. I got my baby mom back at the house. I got to talk to her and see if she's even going to be willing to accept you. She was willing to accept you and give you a chance. And then now when other females hit me up, you're not even trying to give them a chance. And then I've already done moved females around to different places because you haven't liked them. You cannot get in a polygamous relationship and my main girlfriend be okay with it and you not be okay with what I'm doing when I told you the truth from the beginning. And you're telling me, why should I have another girlfriend when I should only have one? And you're not even one. I've been with Angela for 8 years. Now I'm trying to make it work out with you, but it seems...
Stop it there. All right. He's explained to her that he wants other women, right? Now, I'm old school. I think we're about the same age. He don't have a touch of gray. I think he looks much younger than I do. But he's calling women bees freely, right? I understand that this can just be a turn of phrase for a lot of men, but I see it as disrespectful. I wouldn't want my daughter sitting around that. But again, relationships are about the people in them. So the main point of it is this. He is stating clearly what he told her from the jump, right? Now, she should make a decision if whether she wants to be a part of it or not. And many people will look at this and be like, well, he told you. But also as a man, you have to make a decision. Because if you let it be up to them to walk away, and you can clearly see the signs that this woman is hurting. You can clearly see the signs that this woman does not want to be in this, okay? She's struggling. You can see it. She's just trying to hang on to you. When you see that, you have to make that move for her, okay? It becomes an enemy of progression, okay? Because you're not going to be able to move forward because you're always going to have to keep explaining yourself and comforting this other person for something that they actually agreed to, okay? They may actually care about you. It may actually be struggling with accepting what you got going on, but you should make the decision as a man. to go ahead and move that person out of your life because they obviously cannot handle it, right? But you're saying to her to make her mind up. I get it, but you also have a decision to make, right? Now, if you're in a poly relationship and one of the ladies you're dating keeps expressing it like this, she's probably not the one for the union that you're trying to build, man. You want longevity. That's going to break down over time, I'm telling you. And it's going to likely turn into resentment and punitive treatment, punishing you, okay? For all the things that she allowed herself to go through, right? Now, I'm gonna pause it right here. Guys, if you ever have moments like this in your life, whether you are poly or monogamous, whatever the case may be, someone's truly expressing some dissatisfaction, and you know that it's not something that you can fix at all. You can't give them what they want. Even if they're willing to hang on to you, you need to make that decision, because the moment spiritually, here's what's happening. You're thinking they should make that decision to leave if they're saying they're unhappy, right? And they should make a decision, but sometimes they're not strong enough. They may really love you too much, be too attached to you to be able to do that. And even though they're unhappy with how you treat them and what they're getting from you, they may not have that strength necessarily to walk away from you, okay? But you also have a decision to make. When you decide to stay in this relationship just like her, you're choosing what you're getting. An unhappy partner who's going to continue to complain about something you can't give her. And she's choosing to still be unhappy with this person who cannot give her what she wants. And you guys are both making this conscious decision. And spiritually, you'll be wondering, why can't we get it right? Why can't we be happy? Because this is not your person. You guys are trying to make something work that doesn't work. You can like her enough that you're willing to still be in it too. But somebody has to be strong enough to truly just, confront their feelings and say, I got to make the best decision for us. Because what often happens is whatever person that subject themselves, I ain't going to say men don't typically do this, but women typically do. If they put up with something for a long period of time, they will begin to be, I want to say vengeful, resentful about the time that she stayed in it, often blaming the man because she stayed in it for that long. And the trauma that she experienced in it, she often blames the person for. If you were unhappy for 6 years, you should have left 3 years ago, 2 years ago. There is a responsibility on the unhappy person to make a decision to leave. And also, there's a responsibility for the person to make a decision when they have an unhappy person. Far too many times we hear somebody leaving because they're unhappy. We never hear of anybody really, leaving because their partner was consistently unhappy, right? They're happy, but their partner's unhappy. You can't give them what they need. In this sense, I think he has a decision to make and she does too, and neither one of them are making it. And you might say, well, how does this happen? How do you end up with people who don't fit with you? Because there's a likeness, okay? And their likeness is about to reveal itself. Here's why they are in each other's life, even though they don't necessarily line up, okay? And you may say, well, you want to vibrate people to you that's going to be able to work with you, right? But often we vibrate people to us who is not. And it's because we haven't healed, okay? You're going to attract people to you that's often like you in many ways. I'll show you. Actually be mad at you for all the treatment that you're doing today to her. Even though the treatment isn't healthy, she's accepting it. Leave that relationship, okay? Let's continue.
Don't understand what polygamy is, what I'm into. I like fucking other bitches. My main girlfriend lets me fuck other bitches.
Now, this ain't all poly, okay? Polygamy, it can be closed, okay? Where you still are very much like monogamy. You just have more than one partner. You do not cheat on them. You practice discipline, all these things, just like it would be monogamy. What he's doing sounds like, I think, polygyny, more of an open dynamic of polyamory, one of the two. I'm not good with all of that, okay? Lacey can go through that like the back of her hand, okay? But it sounds like he's looking for something more open, and doesn't sound like he's into legacy building like we are, nation building, where each one brings their skills to the table and they build a future for their children, okay? Choosing a partner who they want to see their child replicated in. This is important in legacy building, okay? So it sounds like he isn't taking the time to choose different women. He just likes sex. You understand? Again, I can't say what he's doing is wrong. It's just far different than what I'm doing. You understand? But in anything that you're doing, you want people who actually wholeheartedly agree. Otherwise, you'll have problems, okay? Let's continue. And what seems bad, what you want can seem bad in someone else's eyes if they're not for that, right? So many of you guys may look at this and be like, he's just a dog, he's just to this, he's just to that. That means it's not for you. All right, let's continue.
I take them to go get STD tested. The only person I didn't take to go get STD tested was you. And you see where that got me. So now poly, what I'm into, I like fucking other bitches. My main girlfriend lets me fuck other bitches. I take them to go get STD tested. The only person I didn't take to go get STD tested was you.
Problem. The problem is obviously. Now, guys, before I explain what the problem is, let me explain spiritually what brought them together. Okay, me and Kevin got this one. We got this covered. So I was hoping y'all finally work together. You and Kevin, I like y'all when y'all work together. Yeah, thank you. We talked about it. We figured y'all might. All right. So when it comes to spiritually, right, here's what brings them together. Very low standards, very low sexual responsibility. When he met her, he obviously moved really quickly without knowing her, and she had something, right? So you can see they both have low standards. They both are irresponsible, and this is why they end up together, right? You got to think. It always reveals itself. You just got to think. Let's continue. You didn't get her checked, okay? But you're also blaming her, and you risked everyone you were sleeping with. This is why when you're practicing this type of lifestyle, you really must have discipline. It's not a free-for-all type of thing. Or now you're risking more people. So that type of thing could have caused casualties or disease, all that within the whole thing, within everybody that's in this right here. You understand? Not a good move. Obviously, you realize now you shouldn't have done that. And I really want to know what you mean by that, but it sounds like you contracted something from this person. What this tells me, guys, is he doesn't seem to have a high moral code as far as sex is concerned. And it doesn't appear he's looking for that either. So a lot of times people will say, well, men want to do what they want, but then they want to judge a woman's body count. It doesn't seem like he's even doing that. He's looking for people who just simply want sex. And when you're looking for that with no character, no morals, no standards, this can happen, family. Okay, but this is him setting himself up for that as well. Okay, so they're doing this to each other, so to speak. Let's continue. Like, because she went into a union knowing that this man was sleeping with multiple women and didn't even get herself checked. She's clearly being irresponsible out here. And she's saying to him, make sure, why would you want another woman, but you walking around irresponsible out here? You're. And even though he apparently was clean, he contracted something from her. She knows he has multiple partners. She should have been asking for him to get tested. So they're both sexually irresponsible. Let's continue. But you're out here very dangerous right now, contagious out here, talking about be with one person. Doesn't make any sense. Let's continue. And you don't have to say that if you just be with somebody who wants to be with you. Okay, let's go.
And you see where that got me. So now everybody, I don't care who you are, what you look like, nothing. Everybody's going to the fucking clinic, nigga. But outside of that, you have to accept it or you have to move on. You have to pack up your stuff and go on. There's somebody out there that's for you that only wants you and you only want them. But if you're looking for... Now listen, guys, as mean as he's actually been to her, as disrespectful as he's talking to her, listen at how
beautiful this advice is. If she could just hear it, if she hears this advice, it means that she goes on without him. You understand? And listen to how he says this. He gives it to her perfectly, and she still decides to stay. Just listen.
Or you have to move on. You have to pack up your. Yeah, I don't care who you are, what you look like, nothing. Everybody's going to the fucking clinic, nigga. But outside of that, you have to accept it or you have to move on. You have to pack up your stuff and go on. There's somebody out there that's for you that only wants you. And
see, if you can't accept it, you have to move on. There is somebody out there for you that wants you, if that's what you're wanting. So you're right here in life and you're throwing your bid in right now. But if this ain't what you want, don't stay. If you say God or universe, spirit has more for you, then why are you staying right here?
You only want them. But if you're looking for a guy that only is just gonna be all in a bubble in a box, that ain't me. I fuck hoes.
Now, guys, as mean as he sounds right here, okay? As mean as he sounds right here, wouldn't he be meaner if he had said, "You're right, baby. I just want to be with you," and then cheated behind her back anyway? He's telling you. This is like a guy asking a woman, like, you ain't really feeling me like that. And she's like, no, I'm not interested in you in that way. I like what you can do for me, but I can't see me, being with you on that level. Like, we have fun. You take me to nice places. You do nice things for me. But now I could never see myself getting serious with you. You're not my type. It's literally, I'm here for the lifestyle. She's telling you, if you want someone to love you for you, you're going to have to go back out there. I don't have that for you. That's not what I'm looking for. You got to know your value and say, this ain't for me. And you say, okay, I got to step away. But anyway, he gave her the option. Let's continue.
If I see a whole
see, he's telling you, I have no sexual discipline. This is not that. And she can't say he's not telling her the truth. If this is not what you want, go somewhere else and get it. Me sitting here arguing with you about what I want to do, that ain't working for me. He's making it. In all honesty, guys, many guys hate when guys like this get the women because they're like, a lot of men are like, I'm nice to women, and they run off and be with these guys, but it's because they're honest. A lot of times, man, you don't understand. All that leads to your confidence in your game. I always say game is you being completely honest to her about what you want from her without having to sugarcoat a thing or lie. Just be honest with her. If you're interested in sex with her, tell the damn truth. Don't play. If you actually really like her, don't play and say, okay, I'm cool with being friends. You tell her, no, I don't want to be your friend. I'm not interested in being your friend at all, not your friend. I mean, I can have a friend, I could use a friend. I always could use a friend, but not you. I don't want to be your friend. You know what I mean? You got to tell her that. Well, it's friends or nothing. You got to say, all right, it's nothing. Don't be like, but damn, she's so cute. I just want to be around. Nah, bro. Because you're going to be mad and say, damn, she played me. She told you. In this sense, he told you. Clear to her. You understand?
Today, I'm a fucker. God willing, like I got condoms and all of that shit and all. Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm not gonna stop being me. My life is way too good to stop it at you. It's just not gonna happen. Now you either gonna be with me or you're not gonna be with me. So what is your decision?
I want to be with you.
There it is. So
see, guys, the problem right here is he knows she's not gonna leave him alone. Okay, so that's why he's giving her this decision. Okay, he should just make it for her. She's clearly not happy. Honestly, not in front of the other lady, but he needs to really pour her to the side and tell her that this ain't working. And she might cry, she might not like it, but it ain't working. I'm not about to keep on apologizing to you for something that you said you're okay with. I gotta watch you be sad and feel like I'm doing you wrong, I'd rather be with someone who wants this, and that problem goes away. Like he said, I'm not gonna change. It's who I am. So if he don't want to hurt people, he don't want her being hurt and complaining and back here going through this tantrum, you got to just kind of be like, yo, we got to stop here then. You ain't liking it. You've expressed this, X amount of times. It's always something. We got to end it, right? But he's saying, hey, it's your decision. And this can look like weaponizing abandonment, weaponizing a breakup. Okay? Do you want to be with me or not? Pick and choose. This person wants to be with you. They're just raising a concern. And in most cases, I would say that's weaponizing a breakup. This person doesn't want to break up. So say you go to your partner and you tell them about an issue, right? When you say this thing, it hurts. Or when you didn't invite me to your mother's Thanksgiving dinner, or tell me that she was inviting us, that hurt me. And imagine the person just saying, yo, look, it's always something. If you don't want to be with me, just go. I ain't trying to, it wasn't like, it's always something. You always got something. You want to just break up? No, forget it. Forget I said anything. It's weaponizing the breakup so you'll shut up. I promise you. But in this case, this is something that she agreed to. So I cannot say he's weaponizing a breakup. He is saying, look, you want to do this or not? You in it or not? We together or we not? Because you complaining. Make your decision. And in his defense, I don't like him either. I don't like how he's treated. I certainly wouldn't like my daughter dating somebody like that. I'm being real with you. But, it's one of those things. I forgot my train of thought. Either way, I'll hit play. I'll come back to it if it was important.
Oh, you already know what I do. Stop getting angry. Stop getting upset. I'm not looking for them. They're texting me. Listen, Paul.
All right, so he's like, look, if I see a whole letter today, I would effort, right? Clearly, he doesn't value himself. Got to know women better than that before you start doing that. You already got something from her, apparently, right? You're going to make sure they get an STD check, right? But already now you're saying if you see one today, you're going to be smashing. She should be listening to this, okay? Already a contradiction, okay? But then he says, I'm not changing any of this for you. My life is too good. This tells you that he doesn't value you enough to change for anything for you, okay? So emotionally, you're going to go unfulfilled. You're going to go neglected. Seriously, he cares about what he wants. That's all it is to it, family. And guys, some of you may say, well, it's polyandry, right? They're not essentially really committing to each other. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? You may say. Well, the truth of it is, man, hang on, stuff froze up. Hang on. Let me know if you guys can hear me. My computer apparently is frozen up. Why would it do that? That's very weird. Jamie. Hey guys, I'm still here. Something kicked me down. Let me know if you guys can hear me. We're gonna get started right back. Okay. We can hear you. Okay, great. Cool. I don't know what that was. I was about to say something. Let me see here. You're going to go unfulfilled. You're going to go neglected. Seriously, he cares about what he wants. Okay, yeah, here's what I was saying. You may say, well, this is polyamory, okay? This ain't going to be longevity, so you can do this. Not if you're the type of person who really wants genuine connection. You want a person to value your opinion, value your feelings. You're not going to get that from this type of relationship. It's all about him and what he wants. You can understand that already. So you're going to go neglected emotionally. Okay, and you're setting yourself up for that because he's telling you this. Okay, I like real relationships that where you get longevity and you get all parties get something out of it. I really couldn't do like a relationship where we're just doing our thing and anything can be anything and we switch out, and I gotta be on a mission. I don't know, like I can't even really be single for long because it gets old. I like to share my life with someone rather than just play like that for life. It gets boring to me, you know. I prefer genuine connection. I hear something. But anyway, let's go ahead and go. That's all it is to it, family. Okay, this is not a relationship in which there's going to be any reciprocity. He wants what he wants. He's making that known. I can't believe she said, "I want you." It shouldn't even be about. It shouldn't even be about if you can accept the dynamic at this point. It should be about how he's treating you. He's clearly telling you don't have that value. He's clearly telling you he don't have that value in himself in that way. If he sees a hole today, he'll hit it. There's no sexual discipline there. And she's clearly in a position where she doesn't even want this man having another woman. Both of them should cut ties, okay? But I'll say this. I wouldn't mind if my daughter was poly, as long as this man treated her right, protected her, looked after his kids, built his legacy. How could I complain about that? When people are in monogamous relationships being treated just like this, neglected, domestic violence, high, divorce, high. I care more about how she's treated, not the dynamic that she chooses, okay? But I definitely want my daughter to be treated like this by anybody. Hearing the B words, the whole words, the way he's talking to her, I'm hoping I would have raised her with enough value in herself for all of that to make her feel very uncomfortable and to take off running from it, okay? But I see this as it's just chaos to come because she is not at all emotionally ready to handle what he's got going on, and she's still trying to be with him. And he doesn't appear to be just cutting her off because she's obviously complaining and expressing that she doesn't like it. Let's continue.
Pause. There, I'm not looking for these bitches. They text me all day, every day. I don't pull up and go fuck these bitches. I'll be at home with you, kicking it. Me and my females, taking care of my children. You think any of these females, well, it doesn't matter what you're getting ready to say. I eventually will have another bitch in the house. That's what I do. I haven't stopped since you got here. I still fuck other bitches while you're here. Stop catching an attitude about it. Either accept it or kick rocks. And not in a disrespectful way. Just get your stuff, pack it up, go home. We can be friends if you want to continue a friendship. But don't try to make me out to be the bad guy at the end of the day when I'm not. If I told you every single thing about my life day one, it wasn't day 2 or day 3.
It doesn't even matter. And listen, before he go, it's me really. I understand what he feeling right now, okay? But it ain't right. That's how I felt. You like, man, I told you straight up from get-go, from jump, what it is, right? And you said you was down, so don't blame it on me. That's how we genuinely feel. We do. But I think when and it don't feel right saying you got to make decisions for her and it's her fault for saying yeah. It don't feel right because she did say yeah. But I think as men, we got to look at life from the standpoint of consequences, right? What happened the last time you tried that? How'd that work? And I was like that. I told them straight up. I told the women that I was dealing with straight up. you know, I date other women. Okay, and they said okay, they said it, and it still turned out badly. So my lesson from that was don't do that. Not if I'm wrong, not if they wrong. It's just that doesn't work. Because women will say they're down for something that they're not actually down for, and dudes will too. And a lot, and listen, I've seen this in cheating culture, you know, it's hookup culture, right? In cheating culture, I've seen men be like, I don't care, you know, you can have a friend. I mean, you can have a man, what your man got to do with me type thing, right? And the woman decides to cheat with this man. And then he starts taking it more seriously, getting jealous of her husband or her man. And you're like, no, you knew you were side piece. Nah, he breaking all the rules, right? And what you can learn from that is don't cheat. Because sometimes you can be cheating with someone. Yeah, I'm more spiritual than religious. Hang on. I know I'm hearing something. Okay, good. Got it. Got that sound nipped in the bud. I forgot my thoughts again. What's wrong with me? Women think we can trust their mind. Don't work like that. Right. Women think we can change their mind. Don't work that way. Don't work like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. You cannot. You got to make your decision and move around. You can't change a person. And these are decisions you got to make. Even if you like them, you got to do the work to just walk away, because it's the time that's going to be wasted, because it's never going to go the way you want it to. Let's go. Matter if it's disrespectful, okay? You could say that in the nicest way, okay? If a woman values herself, she's gonna leave, okay?
It wasn't day 2 or day 3.
It doesn't even matter if it's disrespectful, okay?
And not in a disrespectful way. Just get your stuff, pack it up, go home. We can be friends if you want to continue a friendship. But don't try to make me out to be the bad guy at the end of the day when I'm not. If I told you every single thing about my life day 1, it wasn't day 2 or day 3.
It doesn't even matter if it's disrespectful, okay? You could say that in the nicest way, okay? If a woman values herself, she's gonna leave, okay? So clearly this woman, she doesn't value herself. She likes him, but she's not saying, I care about how I'm treated more, though. You understand? And hey, for them to see this video, and it just do some thinking on this, okay? Let's continue. I don't want to try to convince you guys to think a certain way about the relationships that you guys are in, because I know that online can be brutal. People reviewing your videos all the time, but I can definitely see some accidents to come. She is not ready for this, man. You are making it clear, but you can clearly see she is not ready for this, okay? Let's continue.
I told you, hey, I like other girls. I'm gonna be fucking other bitches. I believe in poly. I got a baby mom at home. She got to accept what you got, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to talk in circles. So this is the last time I'm asking you, are you staying in the...
He's right. You can't make him the bad guy. You can't make him the bad guy. A lot of y'all say he's a horrible guy. You can't make him the bad guy when she's choosing to be in this situation, guys. I'm serious. If he's stating what it is before she joins in. Now, listen, I would tell any man this, okay? If she tells you, I ain't in a... great question. Let's see. Let me highlight that. Let's see here. Let me find it. I see it on my phone. Okay, Kevin, off subject. How do you feel about a married couple bringing a third party in the bedroom because they like to swing? From a religious standpoint, does this go with the bed is undefilable? Absolutely, it does. It does. The bedroom is undefilable. Absolutely, it does. That is an agreement on both spouses, so there is no cheating involved. There is no cheating in the game if you both are playing by the same rules, okay? If both of you guys agree to allow a person into your room, how in the world can that possibly be cheating? Cheating is going outside of our rules. And that's any relationship. That's what cheating is called. Going outside of our dynamic, the agreed upon dynamic. Peace to you, Sugar Cookie TV. Sugar Cookie. Sugar Cookie. Okay. You spell that different, don't you? All right. So great question. See, you probably could tell me that if that goes with marriage in a sense of undefilable. I have a cousin and she and her husband love swinging. Yep, that definitely is perfectly okay within your union. interested in you. I just want your money. If that run out, I'm gone. If you go into that, don't call her a bad girl. Now, I will tell you this. I am chosen now. You shouldn't have got my mind thinking like that, because the bedroom is undefiled to the married couple. I mean, it is. It has to be, because it says it. But what is it to the person, to the third party? If they're single, they're fornicating. If they're married and their partner isn't aware, probably what would make it perfectly okay is a married couple getting with another married couple. Because if you're single, you ain't supposed to be doing that. That's a real tough tizzy, because you know what I'm saying? When you start thinking about it, she laughing. You bringing a third party, you gonna send them to hell. Y'all good. Y'all good though, but y'all done ran them all down through there. God mad as shit at them because they all right, let's continue. I told you honestly what it was about. Look, I don't like you like that. You're not my type, but you do have the resources. What are you gonna do? Look, she used me. No, she told you. You was the bonehead who went on ahead and did that. Let's continue.
This relationship, or are you leaving?
I'm staying, bro. But can I say what I was gonna say?
No, because it ain't gonna add up to nothing. What is it that you could possibly say?
Nothing, because it's just I'm just.
What is it?
Time.
Bro, if you're trying to get me to be with just you and Angela, that's not happening. It's over with. So what is it?
You really personally, deep down inside, think she really wants you to be with more than one person?
Yes, because I don't care.
I don't understand what female likes their men to be with other females.
A female that likes females?
Females that like females.
I didn't say I didn't like females. I just said I wasn't that type of person.
See, and there's the thing. That's how you truly know she does not want to be a part of that. That's not her. She can't grasp that the other lady is actually 100% cool with it. You understand? It's not for her. She just likes the guy. You understand? And guys, what you should learn about this is, if you're looking at him saying he ain't that nice of a guy, you get what you want in the universe by being honest, not nice. He's honest. That's one thing for sure. Let's continue.
To eat a girl's coochie.
No, you've expressed it. Hold on,
Montana,
because you've expressed it multiple times. You do not like females.
Girl.
And the thing is
girl, we ain't stop. Because you're not even making any sense.
No,
we're breaking up.
No.
Oh, all right then. There you go. I'm still fucking other hoes, and it's not. Stop asking me questions. Stop asking me questions.
You don't even ask me if I want to eat somebody's.
She likes this guy so much, she's willing to compromise her sexuality just to be with him. That's unreal. That is unreal. I've seen many times men will try to, I would almost call it a type of grooming, try to make this girl do freakier things with him than she's ever done with anybody. Offer threesomes, all these different freaky things to kind of try and turn her out, and also make her feel guilty if she doesn't. You understand? Like, this is what I want. This is what I want. He's weaponizing his needs to exploit her boundaries, things she doesn't want to do. This isn't the case. She says she doesn't like women, and she's still trying to pretend she does. This is like manipulation at an all-time high. I'm going to question why you, okay. She's doing everything she can to stay in a situation she doesn't want to be in. She doesn't like women. She's not poly. She doesn't like him being with other women, but she's willing to do both. This is going to equal resentment, and it's all going to be projected on him and probably the women around him. And she needs to be wise enough to get out now, and he needs to be wise enough to go ahead and end that now. But let's continue.
Coochie.
I did ask you if you wanted to. So you want me to ask you more?
You don't ever.
Do you want me to ask you more? Yes or no?
Bruh.
And I did ask you. That's how you ended up eating Angela's. I said,
okay,
this is your decision.
Like, what, twice?
What, you want me to ask you to eat her coochie more? I will.
Bruh, I'm in a poly with you, and you.
I don't need you eating her coochie all the time.
Okay.
But you're not.
You don't have to have all
look,
these
bro,
other girls.
what happens is you turn girls off. When you act like this and you have an attitude and you get angry, you turn up.
She clearly doesn't like women. She doesn't like the idea of him being with anybody else. But she's now encouraging him to ask this of her even more, because she's trying to prove some type of point that's clear. It's been disproven. You do not like this. You don't like anything about it. It's wow. Oh, not to mention, she clearly came into the relationship after apparently the lady who's sitting in the front, and she is trying to talk to him like, who wants another person? Why? Clearly, you don't want to be a part of this. Why did you even agree? And even though he appears to be the problem, because it doesn't seem that he's valuing women, that he has a plan, that it seems that it's, from the sound of it, he's just chasing his sex drive. Okay. But the thing is, she agreed. Okay, let's continue.
Other bitches off. They don't want their coochies ate. And I do ask them all the time. I don't come to you and say, hey, Angela said no today. Angela said no today. You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to have sex with you. That's why I don't fuck you all like that. That's why I go fuck other bitches.
Everybody has an attitude.
Not all day, every day. Yes, because you be spazzing.
Everybody's.
Yes.
Well,
go.
my dumbass mom.
That is true. You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to. Okay, but anyway, my union is not like this. It seems that this is highly focused on sex and things of that nature. I'm about nation building, and people always assume this on my family, because I think a lot of poly couples present themselves in a sexual way. So I guess it's easy to take it as, oh, he must be overly sexual. He must got to have a lot of women around him, a lot of sex. And I think that's really sad, because the idea that women are just reduced down to their sexual body part. Okay. Again, poly is nation building. Each individual can bring a world of skills to the table. Okay. And this is for legacy building. Your vagina, my penis, is a very small part of that, family. Very, very small part of that. It really depends on the people in poly, because a lot of people do poly for sexual reasons. They have these interests, these things they want to explore, and so they get with a few people who are willing to do that, who wants to do that. But poly family, that's a more of a I would say diluted version of what is what is truly harmony, what is truly village and nation building. Poly included mixed families. So when you guys see mixed families today, that's a version of poly. You're not, the woman may no longer be with her ex or the baby's father, but the fact that another husband is going to come in, raise that child as his own, is a version of poly. The reason is, while they're not having sex with the ex, that ex is always going to be in her life for the foreseeable future. This makes her have to be tied, connected to this man, and work with him for the foreseeable future. This means more than one man is in her life. Okay, she has more than one man that she has to look to for protection. More than one man that her child is looking to for protection. All of this is called a blended family. Okay, poly is just all people are together in that home. Okay, a man can have multiple wives and father all those children, or can have a wife that he has children by, and another wife that he is fathering her children. She doesn't have, and maybe her ex has passed on or they broke up. But it's about blending families, because relationships don't always last, and you didn't want to leave anybody out to dry with no legacy, which is a village around them with people that helped them feed and eat and hunt, and you couldn't do this alone back in the day. Okay, so it was better in numbers. You survive more. The more hands putting forth work, right? Let's continue.
No.
Yes, the fuck it
listen,
is.
Go.
Guys, I want you to think about this when it comes to legacy building, village building, okay? A man with one wife back in the day, okay? She can say she's tilling the garden, she's skinning the hides, preparing the food, he's going and doing the hunting, making sure he protects the home, building the house, right? Cultivating the land. Cool. But taking care of the home was a hell of a lot of work. It was no washing machines. There was no dishwashers. Washing clothes looked like walking down to the river and washing them on something hard, some type of dead surface or something like that. It was a lot of work. Everything, in fact, was a lot of work. Tilling to the garden, a lot of work. So you could survive. In the wild, you couldn't survive with just a family. No husband and wife could survive in the wild. Okay, you really needed all villages and all tribes. It was all hands on deck. If my wife depends on me every day to scale the terrain and find hunt and find food, probably not going to happen. Okay, Then you go through desolate times where there is no garden outside because of the weather that you're in. It's because of the climate. And you got to survive different ways. You got to do a lot of moving around. You got to protect yourself from animals and things of that nature. It takes a village, family. And that's where the term comes from. It takes a village, guys. Got to work together. You got to recognize that we're still in the wild. We just live in a corporate world where we got fake dollars. And if you put the tribal mindset back into place, we would thrive. We would thrive. You guys be like, well, he just wants sex. A woman is a whole bunch more than a vagina, y'all. She's a whole list of skills that comes to the table. So if 2 people can work together and make money and build a legacy, 3 people certainly can. 4 people certainly can. And 5 most certainly can. As long as you understand the goal is to get into the future and leave a ton of wealth for your family and children, you can understand what the mission is. But if you're saying, well, I care about things like who he sleeps with or whatever the case may be, not that that's wrong, that's on you. That would be more monogamy. Do you understand? But a person is worth a whole lot more than just a sexual body part. In poly, women wanted the best man possible, the best genes possible, the best access to wealth possible. And if it's only one of those men, now the other ones are doomed to have children of another man's DNA, because that one woman got that one man when that one man could have fathered a nation and built many strong children off of his DNA. Because you were hunting, family. You were hunting. You had to wrestle your food down. So you wanted a man who could really protect the home, and you wanted your children to have his genetics so they could hunt too. So you could go take that scraggly guy down the road who can't fight, can't protect himself, and yeah, he's single. You can have him to yourself, but your children are also going to be made in this image. But that big, strong joker that's disciplined, they got work ethic, who go get it. The awesome reward is your children also will look like him. Your children will also have his genetics. They'll be strong and fast too, mighty hunters too. You guys don't understand. Genetics are the real treasure. When you find someone who has the genetics, you say, I would want my son to be like that. That's a real man. That embodies somebody I could follow. That's the man for you, ladies. It ain't the guy that you just think is fly. It's the guy who really blows you away. You say, I would want to follow him. I could see myself truly serving him by way of being a mother and a wife to him, a mother to his children and a wife to him. And a man should choose a woman that truly says, man, I'll give up all my strength to give her the world, man. It's something about her. I'm telling you, yo. Your children get the best genetics, and you're like, you get access to the best genetics, but he already has someone, but you're in a poly world. Are you really going to take second, third, or fourth, or fifth best genetics because you say, well, I get this man to myself? Give him to yourself. All your children will look like him too. And your life will look like him. Your access to survival and lifestyle will be what he looks like. And that guy who could have given you more, taken care of you, made sure you were good, and gave you his genes, you said, well, nah, he got too many already. He already got somebody. I can't see myself sharing. Okay. To each his own. When I tell you guys that monogamy made it so each man could get a wife, that was a law that was passed to benefit men, not women. Ladies, if y'all really truly be honest, man, truly, not that you're liars, but just really look inside of yourself. Look at how women behave in front of celebrities. They'll stand up in lines to get with these celebrities. They don't care what lifestyle these celebrities live, how many women they sleep with. They'll still be with them. And you might say, well, not all women, but most, right? Let's be real. A lot, right? Enough to say maybe it's instinctual that they're not actually poly, right? Like, just think about this. Are we poly just when we decide to be in a relationship? Because that means we're not poly. That means we're monogamous. Are we monogamous only when we decide to be in a relationship? Because if so, that means that we're not monogamous. Actually, we're socially monogamous, right? Because if I'm single, I'm gonna sleep with whoever. That means I'm not monogamous. We have made monogamy mean dating one person at a time, marrying one person at a time. Monogamy means choosing one partner for life. When they say penguins are monogamous, they say they choose one partner for life. That's what the Bible teaches. Save yourself till you get married, and that's your partner for life. And you'll always marry. That's monogamy. But the world looks the way it looks because we're actually poly. That's why there's stepchildren out here. That's why there's broken homes. That's why the world looks the way it looks, because we're out here sleeping with each other with no real relationship. We're not making relationships last simply because we got together and we're monogamous and we're supposed to make it last. We break up. We go get another man. We go get another woman. We're poly, guys. We're poly. That's why a man can have a child by several different women. That's why a woman can have a child by several different men. It's because we're poly, guys. We're just not responsible for our actual nature. Now, are we monogamous too? Socially, yes. But most people are not saving themselves for marriage and being with one person. Most people, even when they're single, don't just deal with one person. They date several people. They deal with other people. So a lot of you ladies say, I'd rather be single than be poly. And I always say, well, if you're single, the guys you're sleeping with, I can guarantee you they slept with at least more than 2 girls in the last 5 years. I've slept with 2 women the last 5 years. Most men on here will have to say, damn, bro, I'm up more than you. Right. Because while a lot of men may say, damn, Kevin's the man, he's poly. And that's what's crazy. That's how you know what I'm doing is a respectable thing, especially in men's eyes. Because it'll be a man out here who's single that got 20 women that he alternates. But he'll look at me and say, bruh, respect. I ain't never been able to have 2 women actually agree to be with me at the same time. I got to do this sneaking shit. Because the man who's sleeping with a bunch of women alternating them, he's not actually taking care of them. He's not providing for them with his resources and protection. He's not laying his life down with the burden of giving them a future. And if it fails, it's his fault. See, Jamie and Lacey, if their life don't work out, they can blame me because I took on the mantle of providing for them. Think about this. People say, Kevin, you selfish. If I was selfish, I'd be single. I wouldn't have to take care of nobody. And I could get way more sex than I'm getting now from more women and make way different styles. That's selfish. I provide for more than one woman. So a poly man back in the day was seen as a good man because he took in several women and gave several women lives and legacy. He wasn't a bad guy, a lame. It was women who otherwise wouldn't have had access to a future if they didn't have a man or a husband or provisions. He wasn't a bad person. He was a good person. In today's world, you got 2 women that you're working with. All these single women out here, you got 2 women that you work with. You a selfish, lame, meanie who just want his cake and eat it too. But it's costing me my left and my right hand, my left foot and my right foot. If I was single, I wouldn't be taking care of these ladies. They wouldn't be dependent upon me. That's selfish. I'm in 2 commitments here, guys. 2 people to be responsible to emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It ain't easy. Most of you say a monogamous relationship is hard to maintain in today's world. Listen, guys, if we ended today, we would have made a poly relationship, our first one, last for 6 years. I'm sorry, y'all. This is our first time trying this. We don't go public arguing. We don't be out here betraying each other. We ain't going behind each other's backs, throwing salt on each other. We talk, we work shit out, we work together, and we just keep progressing and progressing. into future. This is our first poly union, y'all. You know how many relationships started and ended? Started at the same time as ours and ended. We still kicking. We still kicking, y'all. To me, that's something to celebrate. Just to think about that. We about to be up on 6 years, Jamie and Lacey. We ain't went up online one time and put the world in our business. like we be over here chaotic, right? People just swear we ain't got it going on, that we ain't happy over here. We haven't one time, guys, ruined our legacy. We doing pretty damn good, y'all. Let me continue this video, guys. I just had to stop and just, get some shout outs. Let's go.
Find somebody else.
No, I wouldn't be with you, bruh.
Chill.
Hang on.
If you want, I don't come to you and say, hey, Angela said no today. Angela said no today. You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to have sex with you. That's why I don't fuck you all like that. That's why I go fuck other bitches.
Everybody has an attitude.
Not all day.
And see, this is important for what I call a righteous poly, like a harmonic poly. You have to treat all of your queens the same, your ladies the same. Even if you don't get along, even if you're not getting along with one at a time, you're saying to her, no, if you have a bad attitude, nobody's going to want to sleep with you. That's why I don't F with you like that. That's why I go F other B's. That's crazy, man. Do you understand? That's crazy. But anyway, that's neglect. You have to be able to treat them the same. And that's why you want to make sure you vet before you create a poly union, because if you have somebody you don't get along with, obviously you're not going to want to be laid up with them. So you want to make sure you get with somebody who you can get along with. Y'all not arguing all the time. Even if you guys have a vibe together, based on y'all's relationship, the dynamic, and her clearly not being cut out for it, you guys are going to always have a problem. Well, let's continue.
Every day, yes, because you be spazzing. Yes.
Well,
go.
Why my dumbass mom?
No.
Yes, the fucking
listen, go find somebody else.
No, I wouldn't be with you, bruh.
Chill. If you want to be with me, just know I'm fucking other hoes.
I already know you do. And I said you do it, but not around me, because I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Don't do it around me, motherfucker. I swear to fucking God.
Then ain't no swear to God. I'll send you home.
Listen, and right there, she's trying somehow to get some type of control because she feels powerless. She wants to be with this guy. She can't control anything about it. So now she's at least saying, don't do it around me. And that's what a lot of times people will say, just don't do it around me. But that's like, are you really cool with that? Are you just saying that? Know your value, know your worth. If you don't want someone doing this, don't be with someone who does this. You're the one that's saying, I want to be a part of this. Okay. And then you're complaining about it. Clearly you're a problem, even though the things you're saying are valid. You should just go get what you're wanting from someone else. This is not the guy to give it to you. And as long as you sit here and do this, you'll be mistreated. You won't get what you desired. You're going to feel neglected, while the other ones are going to be perfectly fine because they're okay with the relationship. You, on the other hand, are going to feel left out. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to feel, jealous and all those feelings that go along with not wanting your man to be in that type of thing. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, so let me just, now she's trying to find leverage. I was around more than all these, and now she's insulting them, dumb ABs. I'm telling you that resentment's going to end up pouring out on everybody. Okay. And there was a point I was about to make here. Let's see here.
I mean, because I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Don't do it around me, motherfucker. I swear to fucking God.
Then ain't no swear to God. I'll send you home. And
no, you won't.
Yeah, my point was this. I always say to men, I don't care how much you like this woman, okay? Don't break the bank to try and get her attention. Don't break the bank to try and get her attention. It's not going to make her like you. It's going to make her lose more respect for you. Ladies, likewise, no matter how much you like this guy, don't break your moral bank to get him. Don't do it. He won't like you more. He'll only lose respect for you. Now, guys, this is some real game, okay? That's some real game. Men will try their best to buy a woman's love, and she'll never like him more. She'll like him less because she'll say, this lame dude is willing to pay for my love. He'll do anything I say. She really will start to devalue him. While he's thinking he's earning credit, he's actually losing it. And to the woman who put out and do every sexual thing this man asked her to, getting all the threesomes, let him run her all the way down through there. She's thinking, yo, if I show him how freaky I am, he'll want me. No, he won't. He's gonna lose respect for you because he'll know you would do whatever he tell you to do, and you don't stand on nothing as far as your morals. Like, I don't sleep around the first night. I don't deal with women. If he asks you for a threesomes, of course. No, I ain't doing nothing I ain't into. If you start letting this person just jerk you around, for lack of a better word, getting you to do everything for him, as far as sexually, he will begin to lose value in you. I promise you. And same thing, man. Let's get back to it. If you want value, you stand up to him, not by way of sticking your chest out and yelling, but by saying, I refuse to be treated that way. And you walk away knowing that you're valuable. I promise you, if that man knows your worth, he'll cut that shit out. But they're always going to try to play with you if you don't understand your worth. They're always going to try to do that. Some of you ladies could be with a guy who he full well doing what he wants to do because you said it was okay. But if you would have stood on business and said, I'm not doing it, he probably would have stopped that. Okay? I'm serious. Don't let somebody try and leverage something over you if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Don't sacrifice. Don't break your moral bank. Don't break your financial bank just to get somebody to like you, okay? Let's continue.
Everybody was here before you.
I don't care.
Years.
Congratulations.
All right, so stop making up shit in your own head. I tell you that all the time. You go in your head and you make up. Listen, fuck, you're not getting a baby. Not acting like this.
And that's crazy work too. You're not getting a baby. Just wouldn't it be better to be in a relationship where you and your partner are both working towards a baby? Y'all love each other. Y'all in harmony. Everything's good. She ain't got that. And then here's another problem. She sees this guy in a relationship, in a dynamic with multiple women, and she comes in trying to control it, trying to hit the brakes on it because she's not comfortable with it. She should have never gotten involved. And once she got involved and she realizes that she's being the problem here, she should just say, I'm making it a problem for everybody. Clearly. Let's continue. Also, this is where she should definitely end the relationship. Okay, ladies, you guys have what they call a biological clock, right? This obviously isn't a guy who you want to have a child with. You could just tell, right? If you're looking for longevity, doesn't seem like he's offering that. So if you want a child, like now, you should probably be single, healing, and preparing yourself for meeting the man that you want your child to embody. Seriously. Because if you keep dating him and he could deny you a baby at any time, let's just say this goes out another 5 to 10 years, you still don't get a baby. Now you're single again, looking for another man who wants to have a baby. You should never let a man play with your time like that. Even if you are a problem, he's denying you the opportunity to create life, yo. This is your boyfriend. This is your husband. If he's like, well, we ain't getting along right now, so I can't give you no baby. Ladies, you have a decision to make. Okay? He has a right to say that, but you also have a right to move around. I ain't saying he's wrong for saying it, because I can understand exactly why he wouldn't want to give her a child either. Also, but if she does want a child, she needs to walk away from this guy right now. And if she wants a child, he should walk away from her. Like, why keep playing like that? Because in the end, what will happen is she'll be mad about the time that she spent staying, and he'll be mad that she stayed around and that she blaming him. If you already know what's going to happen, go ahead and make the decision, because the consequences will be she'll be punishing you, getting vengeance on you, ruining your name, and you'll be saying, why are you mad? I told you straight up everything. I was honest with you. I know. I've been through it. So if you can learn it, if you can see that going forward, you just go ahead and end it. Let's continue. Hang on.
everybody around you is more mature than you. You think I'm gonna fuck you, get you pregnant, and you ain't ready? You have anger issues. If you could have a normal conversation without yelling, there'd be a baby in you tomorrow, but you can't. So no baby, period.
I already
That I'm in.
Wow. Wow. I get it. You shouldn't have a child when you're already going through these ups and downs. I get all of that. Okay. But that's a tough situation to be in right there, where she's being told you can't even stop tripping for a day. And if you could, I'd give you a baby. But then he's sitting here saying, you know, I'm not giving you a baby, as if he's having any sexual discipline at all. Whenever he slept with her and got an STD, could have given her a baby then. If he meets a whore today, he'll sleep with her today. Probably he'll use a condom, hopefully. But in any of these cases, man, they're not 100%. A baby can be had. For me personally, that's his union. For me personally, I believe that you should bring people in of value who you want to build your life with, who you can see your future children's mother in. I think that's very important. But anyway, guys, relationships are about the people in them. I would advise both of them to really be careful about what they're doing moving forward, because I can see this ending up badly for him if she lashes out, retaliates, becomes vengeful because she can't have him to herself. And I can see her being extremely hurt if she tries to continue this with him. All right, family. Let me know what you guys think. It'll be more on poly and how to build a poly relationship in the weeks to come. All right. Peace.
Polygamy.
Hey guys, put a 1 in the chat if you felt the video was informative, at least to the information I was giving you guys about a union and the mistakes they were probably making. If you feel like that was a good video, put a 1 in the chat. Just like to know what you guys think. I wouldn't discourage any woman from it because of what you just said, Kevin. Even Beyonce got cheated on. I'm telling you. Thank you, Sakona. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yeah, so it's important to vet. Lacey had it nailed in the beginning. Make sure you ask all these conversations, man. Great Bill. Thank you so much. This goes for all relationships. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can see how we have opportunities and these red flags present themselves early. If we went back over this video and counted the red flags, I can tell you it's a lot. Okay. A lot. I would say, I don't know if he has a plan or if he's just fulfilling, his lust, so to speak. But a plan, if you have a plan, that'll help you better assess who's right for your life a whole lot quicker than just trying to see how well you get along and trying to find the right questions to ask. You'll know what to ask, man. You'll know what to say, you know how to tell her what you're looking for, and she'll be able to find herself in that. She'll be able to see herself in that. And if she can't see herself in it, it ain't for her. But a man should know what he wants enough to be able to lay it out there and give a woman an opportunity to see if she wants to choose that. Not just get to know me and flirt with me and see I'm charismatic because in that way, a lot of times you guys get to liking each other far too quickly before knowing each other, what each other's about, what they want out of life. And a lot of times you'll stay together because you have those feelings for each other, that vibe with each other, chemistry with each other. But the inner workings of the relationship was never founded upon, was never substantiated. How the roles look, how you guys are going to move about, what the goals are for the relationship. And if you don't have goals for a relationship, the relationship will just be about what you guys are doing for each other, okay? Instead of what did we accomplish this week, this month, this year in regard to our goals, okay? I always say I don't want a relationship that's just about you haven't been treating me right lately, or you haven't taken me out that much, or you don't do this or you don't do that, or we haven't watched a bitch of the movies. Nah, I'm not about to be that type. I'd rather let's build a business plan. Let's meet on stuff like that. We're definitely gonna love and have harmony, but let's have a goal. Call that business your first baby. How do you know a person is the right person to have a child with? Start a business with them. Start a small business with them. If it don't work out, sever the business. Hey, buy each other out, whatever you have to do. But see how they work with that baby, the thing that is only going to flourish based on the time they put into it. So if you start a business with the person and they can't really pour into that with you, you might have to start looking at, would they be right to start a life with? Remember, guys, the person that you choose to be with is the most important decision that you'll ever make. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, always sit in that chaos that you have found yourself. Peace, family.